I have worked with thousands of businesses, big and small, and here's what I do first that most businesses have not even thought of. You will not believe how simple it is. The first question I ask a business I work with is, what is your customer journey? I ask this not because I need to know it, although that is a really good place to start, but more because it's vital that the business owner knows it. Often when looking for improvements within a business, there's not one area that's going to yield 100% growth, but it's finding those 1 to 2% improvements at every stage of the customer journey that's going to see the biggest difference overall. A customer journey is every step someone takes from their first touch point with your business through to when they make their first purchase or when they convert. But it does not stop there. Once you have the customer, you now have to work on retaining that customer. This is important now more than ever, with the cost of acquiring new customers increasing with the advertising costs. There are 5 key areas of your customer journey, but this is not a one-size-fits-all approach. Every brand has a unique journey, and they will have an emphasis on different areas. It's also important to remember that this will probably change over time as well. Let's take a quick look at those stages. First, we have the awareness. So this is letting your target demographic know that you exist. You don't need the world to know you exist. It's about focusing on those who actually have a chance of converting. Next is the consideration phase. Give this group the information that they would need before they buy. You've got to focus on the most important facts first. Try not to put every point of difference in every touch point because that can be overwhelming to a customer. Now we have the purchase stage, and this converts your audience to customers. You may need to provide an offer or build urgency at this stage of the journey. Then we move on to retention. It is much easier to get someone who has purchased once to get them to purchase again. They are already aware and they have all the information they need. Lastly, we have the loyalty phase. At this stage, you have a lifelong fan and they will be an advocate for your brand for life. Word of mouth still remains one of the most powerful forms of marketing. You can use a simple pen and paper to create your customer map, or you can use an online tool. Or better yet, you can actually use an online tool that will monitor your customer journey automatically. Mailchimp has an elite customer journey map for those wanting to display it digitally and automate your email and SMS campaigns along every stage of the journey. You'll also be able to gather customer data on the platform, which will help you make smart decisions in the future. The sooner you start this, the sooner you will have all of that useful data at your fingertips to help improve your customer journey. Remember, there is no such thing as too detailed for your customer journey. An example would be, what are all the ways that someone can land on your website or sign up to your database? Then think about going deeper and looking at things like, what emails would a new subscriber receive? How does that change if they purchase or if they don't purchase? My biggest piece of advice is to put the time in now and map out every possible interaction. Then build in as many automations through your customer journey as possible. The importance behind this is that it can keep your business moving in the background as an automated moneymaker without you even having to lift a finger. Once you have mapped your customer journey out, every touchpoint, email, ad can then be personalized and tailored to that customer. In 2024, a generic email or ad simply won't do anymore. You need to have content that is personalized to the user and in real time. I would recommend a platform like Mailchimp to my clients so that they can analyze that typical customer journey and then adjust their email and SMS campaigns to reduce things like bottlenecks in their funnel. Nothing that I've said today is groundbreaking, but the results can be. Can you tell me every stage of your funnel?